Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Today's Monday, so I will be back later on the other channel doing short readings. If anyone would like a reading from me, to my website is below the video, and you know to call me if you want to. That's not a problem. I know what's on everybody's mind this morning. It's on my mind too. But do you remember last week I said, three things happened. I said it would end this week, right? I did not know why, and I did not try to figure out why it would end. I know a lot of us are upset, but let me tell you, what's the goal, okay? I'm not happy. When it comes to certain things, I can be crazy stubborn. So my parents always taught me to learn from others, take the good habits and things, the good things that other people do if you feel you're failing in certain areas. So all my life, or adult life, when I realized how stubborn I can be, I learned from people to just let things go. The point I'm trying to make is, believe me, when it comes to giving up like those 8 Democrats did, never happened. I wouldn't do it. But it's already done, and I'm not facing the responsibilities that they are facing. The thing is, let's take a look at the good side of this. The goal is to take care of the American people regardless of their party affiliations. And those 8 Democrats, they are a little naive. Intuitively, I don't feel they are being mean-spirited. They just think Republicans are as nice as they are, or they think Republicans have good intentions and they are simply mistaken, because I believe it's Master who said that if Republicans don't help with insurance premium cost, shame on them. They don't care. The Republicans don't care at all. When she said that last night and I heard it on TV, I almost fell off my chair. I'm like, oh my God, what is she talking about? The goal is, besides helping people, that's goal number 1. Goal number 2, intuitively I feel, okay, is to demonstrate to the American people how the Republican brand, whatever it is today, lie, cheat, steal, they don't care about the common man and woman. Okay? Guess what? The American people have heard it and got it loud and clear, and they showed that last Tuesday that they got it. And my prediction is they are not going to forget next year when it comes time to vote for the midterm. And intuitively, let me tell you, Democrats have their boxing gloves on. They are ready to fight to keep Republicans at bay from all the shenanigans they usually pay. And if you see who's leading the fight, Newsom, okay, Pritzker is in it too, but it seems like he goes back and forth. But that's okay. Either one of them will do an amazing job. I'm sure there are more people that will come forward at a later date. But for now, I feel those 2 guys are on top of things, and they're going to take it on to Republicans when it comes to all those shenanigans they usually pull to win elections. Okay? Don't let this raise your blood pressure. I wouldn't advise it. It's not worth it. The important thing is the public got it. Now, there are some people, I was reading an article this morning in USA Today. Some Trump voters said they voted for him last year and they will vote for him again. Those people don't love themselves. And there are a whole slew of those people around us. We simply have to accept them the way they are and leave them alone. And don't think you're going to be able to convince them to see the world differently, okay? Because they won't. You can't. There are some people that's the way they are. You got to leave them alone. So, and totally, my prediction is Republicans have done an amazing job at showing to the American people who they are. And let me prove one more thing to you. Over the weekend, okay, according to different articles in many newspapers, the Trump administration has declared that they will not accept immigrants with pre-existing conditions, for example, diabetes, I guess, blood pressure, among other things. And also, if you are overweight, they won't let you immigrate to this country. My friends, remember what I said a couple of years ago? At the beginning of COVID, the way I said these people, Republicans, would in fact, Fitzpatrick, the lieutenant governor of Texas, said also, seniors shouldn't complain very much. They've lived long enough or something like that. They should be willing to die. And at that time, I said, if you're sick, they will let you die too. The way Trump is doing it, the way or not him, but his administration made the statement, they will not allow people, if you are overweight or if you have pre-existing condition in this country. Today, it's immigrants or people who are trying to immigrate to this country. Tomorrow, it's going to be seniors. And if you look at their behavior, when it comes to health insurance, they don't care if you're sick. You've lived long enough with this condition. You should die. If you have high blood pressure, Trump is allowed to have, that Cadillac, whatever it is, care that he has, but the rest of us shouldn't. And that's what's keeping him alive, by the way. Okay, but I'll get to that in a few seconds. But intuitively, that's what I am getting when I focus on those people, Mike Johnson and company. They think they're going to be healthy for the rest of their lives. Trump is still trying to convince us he's the healthiest individual around. I don't know how many of you watch. I can't think the name of the platform right now, that physical therapist who has a PhD, he released a video about Trump's condition, and it seems like Trump had a TIA or suffered something either Friday or Saturday evening before he went to Mar-a-Lago. It seems like they had to take him to the hospital. No one said anything, but he disappeared between 3 and 6, according to that report. Remember, guys, I told you, before the year is out, I can confuse time. There is going to be a major emergency when it comes to his health. Let's see what happens. But to go back to what I was saying, he's above the rest of us. We are peons, and this morning he's threatening air traffic controllers who are not getting paid, who are trying to figure out how to pay their rent. He's threatening them they better be at work. But anyway, that's another story. The thing is, I feel Republicans have shot themselves in the foot. They cannot recover from where they are. And the prediction I made 5-6 years ago, that all of them will be voted out of office. If not all, most of them. That's what's coming, whether they are running this cycle or the next cycle. The energy I feel around Democrats, how they are preparing themselves. Hakeem Jeffries, I don't know, that he's been showing a side of himself the past couple of weeks. I wonder why he kept it under wrap, and that's the side I've been waiting for him to reveal. It's a whole different person now, the way he's going after the administration when they are doing stupid things. It's finally coming out. People have turned on him. It may be a little too late, but he's showing that Schumer, unfortunately, is going to have to go. Schumer is done. Okay? And totally regardless of what Republicans do now, Trump can send $2,000 to me and everyone else. Thank you. Good luck. I need the money. Okay? Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather the government keep it and do other things instead of sending it to me. But according to, I know he's lying, but from the tariff, he wants to send $2,000 to everybody in order for you to go vote for it. Since he can't run because he has health issues, I don't know how many of you heard Don Jr. is thinking of running because he says he should inherit MAGA. I believe I made my prediction already. Republicans cannot get out from under this brand they created and reinforced in the minds of all Americans. Some of us feel it's the right thing. That's what they voted for. It's a minority. They just realize Hispanics don't appreciate being treated like trash. Hispanics have turned on them, and they can't repair that either. And this morning I was reading that in Florida, Cubans are pissed, to say the least. So my friends, yes, those 8 Democrats cross party lines. I doubt Republicans are serious about bringing the ACA, whatever it is they want to do to it, or, continue to provide assistance to keep the ACA alive. I doubt they're going to take that vote, and they're not going to be serious about it, I'll tell you that. And even, I'm not 100% sure. There's an 80% chance the shutdown will be lifted. But it's not a done deal until it's done, because there's a lot of anger behind the scenes. But Republicans, what's the motivation factor for Republicans, intuitively I feel, okay, is the red states are suffering just as bad, just as much, or if not worse, because most people who are really taking advantage of the ACA live in red states, as you know. So that's what's going to be the motivation factor, and most Republicans will turn on Mike Johnson. I'd said that before, I'm just repeating this one. I thought I would reiterate. But intuitively, I feel we're going to be okay. That's the goal. Be elected, take over the presidency, the Senate, and the House. That's what's coming. That's my prediction. So hang on tight. Even if we don't get the Senate the first round, we will. But the House, they can't run away from it. Let's see what happens. But I don't like what the 8 Democrats did. I don't feel it's going to help any Republicans at all. In some ways, the best way, what makes me feel I shouldn't, don't hold on to this. People who don't have anything, or who are worse off than I am, I don't know, have a better Thanksgiving. So that's the way I look at it. And other people who are benefiting from this. So let it go. My prediction is this, the whole thing is cast. Republicans can't talk their way out of this, nor lie their way out of this. It's a done deal. Okay, that's my prediction. And as I was talking about, I'm sure you guys have questions. Let me see. Happy Monday, Glorious E. I didn't take much time to say hi to everybody. House and Senate. I'm gonna get a pair of reading glasses, guys. I just got a device so that when I have a blackout, and what happened to me the other day, I found it on sale. I charged it. I charged it. I should not have done it, but I did it so that even if I go offline, it will only last maybe 10 minutes because I'll just go get a router. I have a wireless router. I can use it and come right back online. So, but anyway. Chris Piazza said House and Senate Democrats had an agreement not to agree to less than a 2-year extension. They caved at one, which would give GOP cover in midterm. I just addressed that. I don't feel GOP can get, I'm glad I looked for questions. GOP can get out from under this. Zero. Not happening. This thing is the perception of the American people towards Republicans is not good, and they can't change it. It's going to take a very, very long time for that to happen. Okay. Carmen Nunaris, that says, question how much money they got paid. I'm just curious. No, I don't think. If you're talking about the Democrats that cross party line to reopen the government, I don't think so. I don't think they were paid. The thought occurred to me, and I looked into it. I didn't see any money exchange or anything exchanging hands. They're just naive people who don't understand where we are. This is not regular time. I've said many times, I've seen this before. And in fact, Trump is receiving at the White House the new president of Syria today. He should look, what happened to Bashar al-Assad. Or Bashar Assad, I don't remember. I confused the name, his name and his dad's name, but Assad, the one who is in Russia now. Okay, he had to run with his entire family, or as many people as he could. Yes, he's a very rich guy, but he can no longer return to Syria. And if he's not careful, he may find himself falling off of a window over there. Okay, so instead of doing all the things that Republicans and Trump are doing, maybe they should talk, since I've always mentioned Haiti, and I was thinking about that a little while ago when they said that gentleman, the new president of Syria, is going over there. Maybe that will prompt some of them who are thinking about changing our form of government into a dictatorship. What happened in dictatorship countries. And I guarantee you, it's a matter of time. My prediction is Assad is not going to live a very long life. That's my prediction. It's a matter of time. You can't, when you when you commit it, I'm sure some of you guys, the atrocities that this guy committed in Syria, it's pretty sick. There was some kind of press. It seems like, I'm not quite sure how, but anyway, when they put corpse through it, it flattens people. That's it. And torture chambers and everything. So I hope Republicans, I hope this guy juggled the mind of Republicans and think what they are trying to do in this country is the wrong way to go. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I thought I would take the opportunity to predict that Assad won't live a long life. He will fall through a window in the not too distant future. That's my prediction. Okay. Krista McCracken says, I just saw something on the news that said people are living longer, and if you are over 60, you have 18 and a half years to live. Well, that gives me hope. Thank you. Okay. It was those 50 and over during COVID to go into workforce. I don't remember. Well, I wasn't working, so I have no idea. I was busy with YouTube. You guys realize I've been here 8 years? This last week was my 8 years on YouTube. Oh my God. And I had this amazing thing in my head. I was going to be a millionaire. Oh my God, I thought by my 8 years I'd be flying high the same way I was before I lost my job. That's happening. But anyway, I'm learning new things and it's a lot of fun. So, but 8 years. Glorious, he says everyone needs to stand up to fascism or you get what you get. Absolutely. All right. The next, I'll move on to the last topic. Republicans we already spoke about it. The same prediction. Okay, and it's going to happen in the Senate and in the House. They're going to break away. Trump poll numbers are going to continue to drop. He's going to continue to say, well, basically to convince us of, like, for example, egg prices have dropped to $1.50 a box. When we buying, and like last week, I paid attention. I paid $10 and something for 10 or 12 eggs, those boxes, two column. I don't know if it's two column by 12 or by 10. I don't know exactly how many eggs are in there. But yeah, $10 and change. So, he's going to continue to do that. And that's not going to look good for him. He's been doing it. So Republicans will, since they've been following him and enabling him, the party's going to break, both in the House and the Senate. And the Epstein file, I'm sure some of you have heard this morning oh God, okay. Ghislaine Maxwell is getting royal treatment in jail, thanks to Trump, okay. And Republicans who are enabling him, all those things are going to catch up. That Epstein file is going to cause major problem in the House for Trump. And his poll numbers every week, they keep dropping. That would embolden a lot of Republicans, motivate them to take him on. That's what's coming. And let me see if they have more. Jeffrey is reacting to his constituent who voted for Mamdani and were pissed that he endorsed him so late. I'm sure, yeah, because Mamdani is very popular down there. Let's see. Chaddy, she says, Fire says, what happened? Money, there won't be any money sent to us. You're right. It's just, he thinks he can lie to us and we're going to believe him. Yeah. And he's going to keep doing it. Yes, with Trump's health. Although I didn't put health here, but that's what I had in mind when I put Trump in the title. It's because I watched that a video that physical therapist posted on Instagram. That's the name I couldn't remember a little earlier. And he was showing, it seems like I think it was Saturday, he went to Mar-a-Lago. And they were showing him, he was like worn out, sitting on the back of the limousine, according to, I don't remember which newspaper posted it. But do you guys remember I said, yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier, between now and the end of the year, okay, he's going to have a major health issue. Okay, I can confuse time, but intuitively I feel, and that's why he's still, alive. He's taking a lot of medication, and that person, the doctor, okay, that I mentioned, the physical therapist, he said it seems like they give him a monitor or something like that. Okay, that's how they're keeping him going. I mean, they have to, they are watching him like a hawk, but that's what's keeping him alive. But intuitively, my prediction is there's going to be a point they reach, or an event. It will either disable him, or that's what I am getting intuitively. But I wasn't surprised when that gentleman posted the presidential cortege, or however you want to call it, okay, somewhere en route to that fancy hospital, military hospital. I can't think of the name right now, but you guys know who I'm talking about, which hospital I'm talking about. But he's not well, and that's why I'm sure you guys saw the pictures of him. Basically, according to the Washington Post, he fell asleep for 20 minutes during that White House. I believe it was Friday or Thursday afternoon. He fell asleep for 20 minutes. And I'm sure some of you, or if not all of you, know as well as I, or if not better than I, well, guys know better than I do, heart issues make you tired, drowsy, all kinds of stuff. You can't stay awake. And I feel that's what manifesting. I'm not going to change my mind. I don't feel he has one thing. I feel Trump has multiple illnesses he's fighting. Dementia or Alzheimer's, I can't tell the difference. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. Okay? And I predicted a long time ago, some of you will remember, he would have a circulation issue or some kind of heart issue. I predicted that maybe 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. Okay. That's what we are watching unfolding. And intuitively, I feel he cannot, for some reason, I don't know, I don't have any, obviously I have no proof, I have no way of knowing. He can function in like 1-2 hours, he's doing good, and he crashes. That's what I'm getting intuitively. I'm not a doctor, I've never been around someone with heart failure. No, there was a lady, but she was in her 90s. She was like a mom to me. That's where I lived after I lost my house. Okay. Yeah, she had no energy, but I wasn't around her all the time because I had to go to New York City. I was staying in the house. She had people helping her. So I couldn't tell you all the time. But that was the only person I was exposed to that had heart failure, but she was in her 90s, 95, 96, somewhere around there. Okay. But that's the way I'm feeling him, an hour or 2 hours, and then he crashes. Please let me know what you guys think, if that makes sense. Okay? But I think some major stuff can happen, strong possibility, some major health event, and the doctors will not be able to have to control it. They're very good, it's not their fault. When God speaks, nothing we can do. But I'm not sure if he's going to pass or if it's going to just leave him unable to continue to perform his duties. Let's see what happens. But that's my prediction. Okay. Let me scroll down. Pat Star says, I didn't want the Democrats to cave, but I noticed some of them live in states with lots of federal workers who haven't had a paycheck in a month and a half. So I am sure that played a part. Yes, I agree with you. I feel the same way too, Pat Star. That's why I'm like, Republicans have made, have created their own brand, and most Americans are not buying and not going to participate. And cruelty is the point, attitude or behavior. So they've dug a hole for themselves. They are not going to be able to get out of it. 2026, 2028. Democrats simply have to focus. And I feel with Newsom, and Trump's help too. Trump is not helping himself, he's helping us. Things he does every day, he's not making things better for him. Democrats will continue to they just have to point out, is this the America that we want? And they're going to do fine. That's my prediction. Okay. Linda Sandoval says they will not say he was illegitimate until after he dies. Oh my God. I don't think they'll ever say that, because if they do, I'm talking Republicans, it won't, what would they look like? They enabled it. Shell 5228 says Milu has a number of elements. He has a number of elements. Those prescription drugs can make you into a zombie. Yes, that's probably why I am getting him being able to function like 1-2 hours and then he crashes. Thank you for posting that. Okay. Diva369 says, Milo, what about Elon becoming the first trillionaire? Oh, I'm not surprised. I've been saying this for a long time. He is racing. That's what he wants. To become, well, it's not only him, Bezos. Bezos, not so much, but, he would like to be the first trillionaire. And the guy from Facebook, Zuckerberg, okay? Shirley C. Sage says on paper, yeah, but he doesn't care. On paper, he can't spend the money, no matter what he does. So on paper it would be good enough for him. Just like Trump, who wants to have his name put on that stadium in Washington, D.C. So, there is another thing that happened. I just crossed to take a look at my journal. There is a federal judge that was nominated to the bench or placed on the bench by Reagan. He just quit because he feels like Trump basically is destroying democracy and the rule of law. My friends, to me, intuitively, this guy is going to be a major thorn on Trump's side. That's my prediction. Every little one of those people who do something like retiring to take over, to take Trump on, all this, you'll be surprised. They're chipping away at everything, at every turn. It's not good. Melissa Thompson says dementia sundowning leads to daytime sleepiness. Okay. Yes, I've heard some medical people say that. You're right. But I was surprised when I read that. I read about that not too long ago, too. So you're right. I'm looking. But let me say this about, Diva 369. Yes, it will be on paper, but I don't feel he's going to get that $1 trillion. to be honest. I said that the other day. I don't feel they're going to give it to him. Okay? Because, I don't understand why they're giving Elon the $1 trillion or pay him that much money. His job is the easiest job in the world. People hate him wherever he goes. Okay? The only thing he's good at is mistreating others. My dog can do that. I don't have a dog, but my dog can do that. Okay? Mistreating people, barking, bite them, prevent them from leaving. No, you gotta work. It's easy. That's the easiest thing in the world. The guy doesn't even know how to inspire people. He has those. What has those accomplished? Zero. Well, if you ask them, they've done a lot, including sharing our information with Russia. It was the newspapers. It should be a bigger deal than it is, but it's been reported. I read it the other day. That's why I'm citing it. And I'm not surprised. I told you guys. Okay? To me, he should be paying some of the money he made back because he basically destroyed the Tesla brand. And what he's been doing is manipulating the stock market. And I predicted that to one of my friends who lost a bunch of money 4 or 5 years ago. I said, don't invest in crypto. She says, well, I said, Elon is investing in crypto. She lost a lot of money. So let's see what happened. And she knows me better too. I used to work with her. We're very good friends. She didn't listen. In fact, that's the second time she lost a ton of money. I said, no, don't do this. She did it. Yeah. Shen Greenwich, how are you? Says, I agree with you, Milo, because he won't be able to meet the conditions. Also, you made a prediction about this a while ago. Probably. I can't remember everything I said. Okay. All right, friends. Ramon Di Pasquale says, the Colombian president, oops, where did it go? Oh, I guess, hi Julian. Ramon Di Pasquale retracted it. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much everyone for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Please leave me comments. If something I forgot to explain or something, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll be on my other channel this evening doing short readings for everyone who shows up. Anyone who shows up, post a question, and I'll answer a question. I think I'm going to revamp that channel too because it's not growing. So I may have to do something. But anyway, I will see you all later or tomorrow. Till then, bye.